ribs, pork spare ribs. See that? Now I like doing these because you can cut off this brisket part right here and add them to beans and chili and all sorts of stuff, and it's got all that gristle in there. But it's usually a pretty good deal to buy spare ribs. This is an easy cook today. A lot of guys want their ribs low and slow. They wrap them, you do all sorts of junk to them, and they want them, the meat just pulls off the bone. I do that sometimes if I have my offset going, but if I don't have my offset going, I just get my temperature on my grill, my Weber. That's what I'm using today, at about 300 to 350. I put these on. I don't put them directly over the coals. I put it off to the side. I let them go for about 2 to 2.5 hours. When I see that meat start pulling off the bone, pulling up the bone, they're done. I don't check the temperature usually, just when that meat starts pulling up the bone. And that'll give me a firm rib, but it'll just slight tug, the bone pulls out. And sometimes the bones just fall out. So I don't see going through all that extra work unless you got the big pit going, you're gonna be cooking all day, that's fine. But do what you want, but that's my recipe today. Of course, I'm gonna use a mixture of Texas Lumbre and Redneck Rub. And since my wife got on me about all my barbecue sauces and everything in the refrigerator because it's kind of taking up some space, I'm going to go ahead and coat it after about an hour. When they cook about an hour, I'm going to go ahead and put a light coat of this on there because I got to free up some space in the refrigerator, I've been told. So let me go ahead and get these prepared. I'm going to pull off that silver skin off the back of the ribs, and we'll go light up the Weber. When it gets to 300 to 350, gonna set it in a little rib rack I got, and then drink a few of these and wait around until I have to put this on. Take them up here, chop them up, time to eat. It's not that difficult. And you can do the same thing in the oven, season them, put them in the oven. You can put them at 250 for about 4 hours, 5 hours, or you can just put them in there at 350 for 2 hours or an hour and a half. Simple. So let's get this done. Okay, y'all, my temperature's running about 330, so it's been an hour. Those ribs were on there an hour, and I didn't have to put the barbecue sauce on them, but like I told you before, the wife was on me. Gotta do what you gotta do to keep her happy, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna let them go now for another hour and a half, just like that, and then they should be done. So, well, hour and a half to 2 hours. We'll see. I'll check them in an hour. If they look like they're ready to go, then they're ready to go. This isn't rocket science. Everybody tries to make it rocket science. It's really not. Anyway, we're burning. We're smoking. And those are pork ribs. Can't beat pork ribs. Yeah, I love pork ribs. I need to fire that baby up. I'm planning on doing that in about 2 weeks. I'll fire it up and do the monster cook. Probably brisket and pork shoulder and more ribs, and chicken, and everything else. But that's an all-day cook. That's a different kind of barbecuing. It's more involved, and you got to have all that time to do it. You use the Weber here, and you pretty much get the same taste, but it's a lot faster. Oh yeah. See if we can get it. Perfect. Look at that, 2.5 hours, you're done. And right there, that's what I'm talking about. See how the bone's pulling up a little bit right there? Of course, if these were short ribs that really are baby backs, it would pull up a lot more. There's a lot more fat on these, but man, they're done. They're ready to go. All right, let me get it off of here and we'll go cut them up and take a look. There you go, guys. They're juicy. They're not dried out. Just gotta find this rib. They look good. Just gotta find that rib bone. Just like that. Perfect. Alright guys, it's time for me to eat, so I appreciate you watching. Okay guys, 2.5 hours at 300 to 350, pull off the bone, tender, juicy. They were awesome. They were fantastic. So anyway, sometimes you just don't have to take 4 hours to cook a rack of ribs. It's just not necessarily, in my opinion, but do what you want. But anyway guys, appreciate you watching. Go on Instagram, hit the Hog Zone, and it'll show up. And Facebook, same thing. Just hit the Hog Zone. My page will show up. Hit like, subscribe. Or you can dig around and find me, actually, myself, and, you know, send me a nasty message or whatever, and I'll hit the friend confirmation anyway. So, anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit subscribe below. I don't know why you would want to watch these videos, but, you know, hey, it's always a good time. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching.